AMD keeps on surprising investors on a regular basis. In this video, I'm breaking down Advanced Micro Devices' most recent earnings report. Take a look at the charts, discuss the three biggest risks to the business, and I'll give a one-year price target for the stock. Let's generate alpha. Here are the headline results. Fourth quarter revenue was $10.3 billion, a new quarterly record, up 34% year over year. Gross margins improved from 54% to 57% year over year. Operating income exploded to $2.9 billion, up 41% year over year. Earnings per share was up 40% to $1.53. AMD delivered strong revenue and earnings growth, beating analyst forecasts on both top and bottom lines. This was a very impressive quarter for AMD. The data center segment was up 39% year over year. The client and gaming segment was up 37%. These are key drivers investors watch when evaluating AMD's long-term strategy. Looking forward to the first quarter of 2026, AMD expects revenue to be about $9.8 billion. The CEO, Lisa Su, sounded extremely bullish on the conference call regarding future business, led by accelerating adoption of CPUs and rapid scaling of their data center AI business. Despite beating expectations, AMD's stock fell after the earnings release, a sign that investors may have wanted even more aggressive growth forecasts or longer-term guidance. This kind of reaction isn't unusual in tech stocks. Investors often look beyond the numbers to future growth. Let's take a look at the charts. The current price is below the 50-day moving average. AMD is in a short-term pullback relative to its recent trend. It is above the 200-day moving average. The longer-term trend is still constructive, often viewed as a broader uptrend. The 50-day is above the 200-day, which means the bigger picture remains bullish. Many traders treat this as a positive sign, even if the price is consolidating under the 50-day right now. The Relative Strength Index is at about 38. RSI is a 0 to 100 momentum oscillator. Traditional zones are over 70 means overbought, below 30 means oversold. 38 is weak momentum, closer to oversold than overbought, but not classic oversold yet. If AMD reclaims and holds above the 50-day moving average, it can act like confirmation the pullback is ending. If it breaks down and starts living below the 200-day, many treat that as a more meaningful trend deterioration. Here are three of the biggest risks that could meaningfully impact AMD. Intensifying competition in AI CPUs and GPUs. One of AMD's biggest strategic risks comes from fierce competition with larger rivals like NVIDIA. NVIDIA continues to dominate the AI market, where many believe its GPUs often outperform AMD's offerings. Analysts have highlighted this performance gap and the possibility that NVIDIA could widen its lead further, affecting AMD's share in AI and data center segments. AMD's operations and revenue are sensitive to global trade policies, particularly relating to China. U.S. export restrictions on advanced chips, especially AI accelerators and high-performance processors, have already threatened to cut into AMD's sales. China historically has been one of AMD's largest markets, contributing significant revenue. Restrictions could reduce future sales volumes or lead to compliance costs. AMD invests heavily in research and development, developing new products and technologies. If these investments don't generate expected returns or divert focus and resources from core operations, it could hurt profitability and growth. This is not specific to AMD. Many big tech companies are spending massive amounts right now. Now the big question, where could the stock go from here? Most analysts maintain a buy rating with an average price target of about $260. Looking at the discounted cash flow model, the base case estimated value for the stock is about $201, and the best case is $412. Please keep in mind that DCF is highly sensitive to assumptions. Even small changes to growth or discount rates can swing the fair value dramatically. As for my opinion, I am giving AMD a buy rating with a 1-year price target of $350. Here are 3 reasons why I believe it's a strong buy, especially for long-term investors. Rapid growth driven by AI and data center demand. One of the biggest bullish arguments for AMD is its expanding role in AI and data center computing, 2 of the fastest growing segments in tech. Management has previously guided to strong compound annual growth rates for the data center business and aims to capture a sizable portion of the near $1 trillion compute market. If demand for AI infrastructure continues to surge, AMD's processors, especially CPUs and GPUs, could capture more market share and drive meaningful long-term revenue growth. AMD has been strengthening relationships with major cloud and AI players, a key indicator of future revenue streams. AMD announced huge deals with companies like OpenAI and Meta expected to start in 2026 and expand into 2027. The company has secured billions of dollars in new deals across cloud and enterprise customers, signaling strong demand for AMD technology in high-growth environments. The company has shown record revenue and accelerating profit growth, with metrics like free cash flow improving sharply, a positive sign for financial health. AMD also maintains a healthy balance sheet with significant cash equivalents, and short-term investments on hand that exceeds its total debt. This liquidity provides flexibility to invest in R&D, pursue strategic opportunities, and navigate cyclical industry pressures without over-relying on borrowing. Strong financial performance could make AMD stock attractive to investors who believe the market has priced in too much short-term uncertainty relative to long-term growth. If you're evaluating AMD stock, focus not just on the headline numbers, but on trend consistency, guidance strength, and market positioning in AI, areas where AMD continues to invest heavily. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want more earnings recaps with 1-year price targets, please like and subscribe. Until next time, keep earning, keep saving, and keep investing. I personally own AMD shares. This is not financial advice, just my personal opinions. Make sure you consider your own risk tolerance, time horizon, and financial situation before making any investment decisions.